Welcome back. Fall into Wellness Week continues with effective ways to improve the air we breathe at home. Here with some simple solutions is Dr. Holly Phillips. Welcome back, Dr. Holly. All right, so
healthy air quality particularly is so important. We live in New York City. We don't get a lot of good, healthy air. So during the winter months especially, we should be getting sort of good, clean air in our home,
Yeah,
right?
very much so. You know, we'll start with a really weird, crazy statistic.
Yeah.
It turns out Americans spend about 90% of our time indoors, more than that in the winter. So, you know, while we're focused, of course, as you just said, on outdoor pollution, really the air inside of our homes makes the biggest difference on our health.
Okay.
So that's where we need to start.
Should we start with the plants?
Let's start with the
indoor
plants. So plants have great air cleaning qualities. There was a big study, NASA did it, out in outer space.
We should believe it.
Yeah.
But plants can clear the air of what we call VOSs. Those are substances like formaldehyde or carbon monoxide or chemicals that are given off by air fresheners, things we use in the home. They're very effective at doing it. The only catch is, there's always a catch, to really make a big difference inside, you'd need a whole lot of plants. You'd basically have to live in a forest.
Well, now I have a herb garden inside with cilantro.
what?
A herb garden.
A herb?
Yeah, with rosemary and cilantro. Does that help? or-
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
You know what? My feeling is every little bit helps. And we also know, aside from cleaning the air, indoor plants improve your mood, they boost your concentration, your energy, all good stuff.
Are specific plants
yeah,
better than
I
others?
assume these are the
we
best,
have three
right?
here. This is jade, a spider plant, rubber. They're good just because they're low allergens. You know, if you have a little bit of hay fever or anything else, these won't be triggers, and they're great at cleaning.
Now,
like
I
this
have
one.
a lot of the air purifiers at home.
Sure.
And I believe in them, big
Yes.
time. But what are some of the benefits?
So they are really beneficial. I have to say in the last 3 or 4 years, they've gotten so much better. The best ones really to work with are the HEPA filters. They're the best for just homes and indoors. What they do is they bring in the air, they purify it through the HEPA filter, and then they release it out. Some air filters also, air purifiers also use UV light to try and kill additional bacteria and viruses, but ultimately a good HEPA filter can clear more than 99%
Where's
of
the
air.
best place to place them? Because mine has a light on it that shines into my eyes and keeps me awake at
Oh,
night.
yeah.
So I've hidden it behind a chair.
Right.
A
So
light?
you
Really?
can use it anywhere in the home. The places where it's most beneficial are places that have poor circulation. So think basements, anywhere where you actually don't have windows, or if you have wall-to-wall carpet. Wall-to-wall carpet's basically a petri dish. It holds in everything. So air purifiers can
Let's
really
do the remodeling segment
clear it.
next, please.
Wow, okay.
Just a full remodel of the home, but yes.
And how do you get the right balance of humidity? How do we think about that?
Okay, so technically the right balance of humidity is somewhere between 30 and 50%. And you really don't want to be extreme in either way. I think you guys have a dehumidifier over there.
Mm-hmm.
If the air is too moist, it breeds mold, fungus, bacteria, all sorts of things. So a dehumidifier in a basement or where it's moist can help. This is a humidifier. Similarly, if the air gets way too dry, people with asthma start wheezing more. It also really interferes with sleep. So for a humidifier, you might want to focus on putting it in
Is
the
a
bedroom.
vaporizer the
Bedroom.
same thing as a humidifier? I
Yes.
mean, as a kid, it
Yeah.
was always, you have a cold, bring in the vaporizer.
Right. So there's cold air humidifiers and
Okay.
warm air humidifiers. It's really personal preference, what you want to do. Cold air humidifiers are a little safer for kids and pets.
Got
Okay.
it. All right.
And warm is good for the complexion.
Indeed.
Thank
Indeed.
you, Dr. Holly.
We'll come back and we'll talk about the easiest solutions to improve air when we're back after this. Dr. Holly, we are back talking about how to improve. Let's hear it for Dr. Holly.
Yes.
Air quality here.
Yes.
Is there one solution that everybody could do right now that's universal?
Right. It's so simple but so easy to forget, especially in the winter months. Just open the window. Really, there's no better way to increase the circulation, get rid of some of the stuff that's stuck inside, and start anew than opening the window.
Does it matter what freeway you live near if you open the window?
You know what? Even if you live
You don't
in,
live near a freeway.
in some
A highway.
It's true, but even if you think there's a lot of pollution outside, really a closed house in the winter has more.
Okay.
The other thing, this is an air filter from an AC. You've got to make sure you toss these out, change them every season. It's okay if you change them twice a season. This is a dirty one. I think you guys have.
This is a very clean one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead
I've
and pop
seen worse
those in.
than that in my house because I actually changed the filters in our house. I'll change yours so I don't.
Thank you. I don't know where it is, so you can help
but
me
I'll let
find
Allie
it.
help you.
So when cooking, though, we should also open the window, right?
Absolutely. So most Americans actually still cook on electric stoves, which put out fewer sort of pollutants. Gas stoves can release more of some kind of toxic chemicals, things like nitrous oxide, nitrous dioxide. We'll go with too many big words, but ultimately you want to be careful.
So
one
back
thing,
burner and window open, maybe when
back
we cook?
burner,
Yeah.
window open, and if you have one of the overhead ranges that can filter outside, that's great too.
Okay, good.
Now this smells
Yes.
good. So
These
what are the
are
essential
great.
oils doing for us?
So essential oils can be really therapeutic, really healing. If you put them in a diffuser, you can turn them into vapor. So for daytime, when you wake up in the morning, here are some citrus scents. They improve your mood, wake you up, give you some concentration. At bedtime, I think here we have the frankincense and lavender. You can
Wow.
put those right in. I put a drop of lavender on the pillow sometimes.
Yes.
If my daughter's congested, I'll put a drop of eucalyptus. One word of warning: there's always the fine print.
Yes.
If you have kids at home or pets, they can be very, very sensitive to scents inside of a diffuser. Especially cats, for some reason, are most sensitive. So I would say use with caution, or maybe in another room.
Okay, I love it.
And if you
Drops on the
combine them, it's a
pillow.
nice cologne.
Go to KellyandRyan.com for all these tips and so much more.
Here,
Thank
see?
you, Dr. Ryan.
Take a whiff. John Batiste
Love
after
it.
this performing.